Happiness. A word we chase like a shadow, always close, never quite in our hands. We build entire lives around it, climb ladders, collect trophies, fake smiles, and convince ourselves that joy lives somewhere ahead of us. But when we finally reach the top, it's quiet and empty. The truth? Happiness was never hiding at the finish line. It's been sitting in the moments we've been too distracted to see. In The Science of Happiness, Professor Bruce Hood doesn't hand you fluffy quotes or wishful thinking. He hands you hard science, proof that joy isn't luck, it's a system. It can be built, wired, and lived. This isn't about chasing happiness. This is about learning to command it. By the end of this video, you'll know the blueprint. And the chase will finally end. Professor Bruce Hood is a cognitive neuroscientist and psychology professor at the University of Bristol. His book, The Science of Happiness, challenges the conventional ideas about success and joy. Instead of telling you to chase happiness, he shows you how happiness is created, why it's often misunderstood, and how small daily shifts can change everything. Lesson 1. Happiness is not something you find, it's something you create. Most people believe happiness is out there, waiting to be discovered after they achieve a goal, like a new house, a better job, or more money. But Hood reveals that happiness isn't a destination. It's a state your brain can create, right here, right now. Through numerous studies, he proves that our brain adapts to positive changes quickly, something called the hedonic treadmill. That shiny new car or promotion feels amazing, for a short while. Then, your baseline mood returns. For example, think of Lisa, a young lawyer who dreamed of owning a luxury apartment. She worked for years, bought it, celebrated, but 2 months later, it felt normal. Her happiness didn't increase permanently. But when she started daily gratitude journaling and connecting more with friends, her well-being soared. Lesson 2. Social bonds are the ultimate happiness hack. Science is crystal clear. Connection beats consumption. Hood emphasizes that humans are wired for belonging. The strongest predictor of long-term happiness isn't wealth or looks, it's meaningful relationships. Even small social interactions, like greeting a neighbor or sharing lunch with a colleague, boost dopamine and oxytocin levels. That means you don't need a huge circle, you just need genuine connection. Practical viewpoint. Remember John, the workaholic engineer who barely spoke to anyone outside work? He started hosting weekly dinner nights with a few friends. That single change improved his mood, sleep, and energy levels more than any vacation ever had. Lesson 3. Your mind lies to you, and that's okay. Hood uncovers a fascinating truth. Your brain is a master storyteller. It constantly creates narratives about your past, present, and future. The problem? Those stories are often exaggerated, distorted, or just plain wrong. When you believe, "I'll be happy when I get X," your brain is tricking you with a false promise. Real happiness comes from being present, not stuck in future fantasies. A girl from the countryside called Maya thought getting into her dream graduate program would make her happy forever. She got in, celebrated, and weeks later, felt the same anxiety. What truly helped her wasn't the achievement. It was learning mindfulness and savoring daily moments. Lesson 4. Acts of kindness are a powerful antidepressant. In one of the most heartwarming parts of the book, Hood highlights how helping others activates the brain's reward systems, increasing serotonin and endorphins. Kindness doesn't just benefit the receiver, it transforms the giver too. Whether it's volunteering, giving someone a compliment, or helping a friend move, altruism boosts happiness far more than self-centered pleasures. For example, Sarah began leaving anonymous encouraging notes on campus for strangers. She didn't expect anything back, but noticed her mood improved daily. Her quiet acts of kindness became her personal therapy. Lesson 5. Control is overrated, acceptance is underrated. Many people spend their lives trying to control every outcome. But according to Hood, the pursuit of control often creates stress. Real happiness often comes when we accept uncertainty and stop fighting reality. This doesn't mean giving up. It means focusing on what you can influence and letting go of what you can't. F. After losing his job, Eric spent weeks obsessing over the unfairness of it all. Once he accepted the situation, recentered, and focused on building new skills, his anxiety decreased and his motivation skyrocketed. Lesson 6. Time is more valuable than money. One of the strongest messages of the book, buy time, not things. Hood shows that spending money to gain time, like outsourcing chores, reducing work hours, or simplifying life, leads to higher happiness levels than splurging on material goods. Time allows space for joy, creativity, and rest. And that's priceless. Practical viewpoint. Instead of upgrading his car, David hired a cleaner for his apartment. Those extra hours he gained each week became his happiness window. He spent them with family, cooking, or reading. His stress levels dropped dramatically. Lesson 7. Movement is medicine for the mind. You don't need to run marathons. Even light physical activity, like walking, dancing, or stretching, triggers the release of endorphins and improves mood. Hood notes that movement isn't just physical health, it's emotional fuel. Practical viewpoint. Emily started a 10-minute daily walk after work. No gym, no pressure. Within weeks, her mood lifted, her focus improved, and her nightly anxiety quieted down. Lesson 8. Purpose beats pleasure. Pleasure feels good, but purpose gives life meaning. Hood argues that lasting happiness is anchored in having something bigger than yourself, a mission, passion, or contribution. People who pursue purpose, even through challenges, report higher life satisfaction than those chasing short bursts of pleasure. For example, Michael left a high-paying but empty corporate job to teach kids music. He earns less but wakes up excited every morning. His joy isn't a spike, it's steady. Lesson 9. Gratitude amplifies what you already have. Gratitude is one of the simplest, most powerful happiness tools. Hood shares how daily gratitude practices reshape your brain, making you more aware of positive moments you'd otherwise ignore. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means not letting them blind you to your blessings. For example, Anna started writing 3 things she was grateful for each night. A month later, her outlook shifted. She was calmer, more hopeful, and far less reactive to stress. Lesson 10. Happiness grows when shared. Finally, Hood ends with a powerful idea. Happiness multiplies through sharing. Telling others about positive experiences, celebrating wins together, or uplifting your community makes joy contagious. Happiness is not a pie that runs out. It's a flame that burns brighter when shared. For example, a small book club in a quiet town turned into a tight-knit community when members started celebrating each other's wins. People who once felt isolated now had weekly doses of joy and belonging. So here's the truth. Happiness isn't waiting on a lottery ticket. a dream job, or a new iPhone. It's right here, hidden in your habits, your mindset, and your daily connections. Which of these lessons hit you the hardest? Do you find joy in small moments, or are you still chasing the big, one-day dream? Share your thoughts in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. And hey, if you love powerful book summaries like this, then the summary shelf is where you belong. Here, we break down mind-shifting books that make your brain buzz and your life better. So don't just scroll away, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more book drops that'll change the way you think and live. Until next time, remember, happiness isn't found, it's built.